Yeah, so we basically stopped at you guys inside of a cage. Uh Looking around and there being uh these kind of this horde of like Japanese men in various suits and open shirts and bats and chains and swords and sometimes guns.
Lions and tigers and bears, oh my.
Exactly, and then there's a couple that kind of outline the crowd. The one who's talking to you who's holding this kind of weird um ancient kind of, well, two weird ancient Portuguese muskets. Alongside the fact that outside the cage is an older man. Uh, Let me just bring up their images for a second. Yeah, you see him. Then there's an older man out there with brandishing two swords. And there's this extremely large, not man looking one. He's extremely bulky. He's more built like a sumo wrestler than a man, like a robot sumo wrestler than a man. And he is right. All players. He is right here. So the one with the guns on top of the cage looks down at you guys with one gun pointed. His nose.
I can't remember.
Kind of.
Is Eddie conscious at this point or no?
I think he was coming out of it.
Perfect. Oh yeah, I remember. He'd woken up like as the Yakuza shit was going on.
And so the man with the gun, with his nose slightly held up in the air, looking down at you. And in perfect English says, "Who the shit fuck are you, you goddamn fucking ass kids? Holy fuck, Jesus."
I think the ceiling, the roof opens up to my limousine. I peek out with my arms raised. Yo! It's me, Hornet. Just if you leave the paint alone, then we can solve all of this peacefully.
Oh god, it's the Tech Ward's poster boy.
Yeah, I brought some friends. Come out, friends from the west.
I guess I just step out of the car.
Follow suit.
Eddie steps to the car, but he very clearly has a hand on the quiver.
He looks to you and like the gun slowly points towards you and says, "Hands off."
Just listen. There's no point in trying resistance when we just want to talk.
Eddie waits a minute and then finally moves his hand.
And so the biggest one out of them, also in English, kind of a weird translator around his neck, goes, "The boss has invited you."
Cool.
At least.
At the least to this parlay.
Mm-hmm.
State yourselves.
Bastion, the apprentice of Shroudhound.
And you can see the guy with the swords take out a quick notepad and note it.
Well, it's your boy, Hornet.
You can just see two little script, like you can see them all. So just kind of like quickly jot down your name.
Traveler.
And then Eddie.
And Eddie just grunts out Bodkid. Like, he very clearly just doesn't give a fuck right now. He's just kind of pissed off.
Your name takes the longest.
Perfect.
And so the giant will just kind of nod at this and goes, I am Tokugawa. The one with guns is Otomo. The one with swords is Shimazu. And he, like, during that split second, through, like, a whirlwind kind of blast, like, just this severe drop kick that just makes a gigantic hole in the steel cage in front of Otomo. There's this wild looking woman of some maybe 24 years of age. And she just cries out, and I'm Hanzo.
Hey, Hanzo.
And this is Hanzo.
That's fucking gone.
Also, that's a 44, not an 88.
Shut up, I'm making a fucking Kill Bill reference.
That's
I know.
fucking gone, homie.
Shut the fuck up. I like the image.
It's cool.
Homie, I saw the 44 and immediately knew.
In any case. And she kind of just like thumbs her nose as she walks up to you, Bastion, and go, I remember when you were this tall, and she points down to, like, she just reaches down to her ankle.
He kind of just blinks and says, I'm glad to see you're doing well as well. Not really sure how to, just like, but
That's
Not
actually a
that
total fucking lie. I was a kid then. I remember you when you were like 10. And Shadhowd's previous assistant brought you around trying to foster a family environment.
it was an interesting experiment.
How is the bugger?
Well, busy all the time. He's glad I kind of came into my own with the whole divinity thing.
Such an interesting time for you. Yes, yes, yes. In any case, you're here, and now we're going to begin this meeting between the Yakuza and our super friends. And she kind of just claps twice, and this steel cage just kind of just dissolves. And Otomo just kind of just lands on his feet like a cat, and then from his back pocket he slides out this projector, circular projector unit, and from it, there's just this giant blue head, and it goes, "You're probably wondering what we have on the crime scene."
That would be correct.
And it goes, well, here it is, and it just vomits the entire recreation of the temple out of its mouth before kind of just fluttering out. And you definitely see there was way more carnage. There was that. What's the most interesting perspective is these three figures, kind of like having this Truxican standoff. One of them you recognize as Ohichel. Another one being this slinky kind of bird figure hidden behind this grotesque Frankenstein-like monster. This is the bird creature. And then the last of which is an specialized Felinor Deathbot. And she goes, "Isn't it wonderful when you bug your friends?"
Even for you guys, those are weird friends to have.
Oh no, not the three in the middle. I meant the twins.
The old man and the old woman? Looking
Oh,
like a
honey,
young
don't call her
woman?
old.
I call everyone
She's
over
about your
30 old.
age. No, she's not old at all. She's like, yeah, she's like 19.
Damn.
Yeah, the old man may be up there in the whatever the hell, but
Maybe by association with Enma I call her old. Because Enma is fucking old.
well, yeah, he is up there, but she isn't.
Hell do I know, magic people. Anyway, why did you steal that sword?
Oh, we didn't.
Oh, I'm glad.
Oh, you see, here's the deal. I know who stole the sword. Between the guy with the mace, the weird cat bot, and the piper, and at least that's what the Felinoran thing called the bird thing, and then Jesus, and she just looks at it and goes, ugh. Any case, this thing, and she points to the Felinoran, has been going alongside some mobsters that's been moving in our area. This guy disappeared without a fucking trace. Went into the sewers, found him on this weird specialist boat, and went out. And don't get me started where this horrible thing went.
So you know where the bird creature went.
Yes. But it does not have the sword.
Either way, that being is the main reason why we're here. The sword is important, but we also need to know where it is.
Where what is? The sword?
The bird.
Oh. I think the two will attract each other.
That was my thinking.
So you help us, I point you to the sword. We may or may not help you with the sword. You get the sword. And some lazy writing later and the bird will be dead.
As long as the bird is dealt with.
Yes, challenge and all that news.
Sure, I love teaming up with vigilantes with questionable alliances that change on a whim.
Don't you? There's something special about corporate sellouts.
Because I'm pretty sure I blew you guys up as often as I fought alongside you. I wonder which day it is today. Tuesday?
I don't know, Shimazu keeps the calendar. He's the secretary. It's Thursday, ma'am. There you go.
It's a tea day.
Yes, tea day. As in time for tea, brokering and all that.
I lean to the others and say, those guys are not very trustworthy. Just saying.
He shrugs and says, depends on how you define trust. At the very least, their actions are very predictable.
No. They aren't. But hey, if you think we can trust them out today on the first day, Taco first day, then sure.
I don't think she would throw away the profitable relationship she has with my father by betraying me.
Profitable.
I mean, that's one way to describe it.
Yeah, it is one way to describe it.
Yeah, nonsense says we agreed to the alliance. What do you need us to do in order to get the information we need?
Great. So there's these weird someone tell E to change it to, and they bring up a street corner where we see one of the Yakuza members, kind of like one of the a small Japanese SUV comes out down the road, and then from it, these 5 Blinko mob members step out with their laser guns, and before the man can so much as dynamic entry himself out of there, he gets blasted.
So ambush, right?
Yep.
Hmm.
I
Can
know
I-
you dealt with them before.
Can I
You
defend?
root them out.
Can I help protect the dude before he gets lit up like a Christmas tree?
Oh no, this is a recording.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Yeah, I know this happened 24 hours ago. 3 hours before the sanctuary break-in happened.
I can't believe after all this time I'm seeing these stupid thugs again.
Right?
Kind of just raises his eyes and says, "Well, I guess everything's cyclical. I'm assuming you want revenge."
Yes. You find out where they are, you point it to us, we point you to the sword.
All right.
And from there, the domino effect happens.
Do you have any leads for us to work off of?
The robot is unique.
Nah.
It's alien, ancient, probably deadlier than Hornet over there.
I'm pretty deadly.
Is that what you should be saying, Mr. Hero?
I'm not saying I want to be deadly. I'm just saying if I wanted to.
Any case. Basically, each of the 3 parties found some form of my guys and wiped the floor with them. Well, it was the lizard man with our one guy in the sewers. Hojo tried to set up a trap for the bot and basically is still in the hospital. And I don't even want to get started on the bird.
Out of character, is the Filinar bot basically the same model type that we fought in the sewers in the first iteration of the Calamity? Or is it along those lines but different?
It's along those lines.
All right. Any of you haven't? Any kind of turns to the team. Any of you have ideas as to which we should start first? I don't think that if me and that lizard met, I'm pretty sure he wouldn't. I think I could get him to be agreeable to some degree. I could perhaps track him, but that's not very likely. I know you were admonishing her statements on the robot, but would you be able to track it?
Probably.
And that's the best lead we got.
Cool.
Alright.
Alright, yeah. Whatever you say, I'm just here to look out for you guys, that you don't steal any more mystic bows.
Again, I apologize for my teammates' actions.
Oh, well, yeah, I don't care. Tell that the old man. Alright. You want
I
me
don't
to
think
check?
his feelings will be hurt for long.
Eddie's gonna just fucking sneer at what's his name? At
Hornet?
Yeah.
Ooh, that must hurt with the kick to the chin. Anyway,
The knee.
let's track an alien robot with all kinds of crazy signatures.
And so,
And-
and she claps twice, and then the entire kind of like lights go out, and then the lights turn on again, and you're in the first level of a parking garage, and there's just this one old man security guard looking at you, and he goes, "So are you gonna pay for parking or not?"
Absolutely not. Because I'm already out of here. Everyone inside.
You are already inside your limousine.
I think we stepped out of it, just out of politeness.
I know what I said.
Alright,
You're back in the limousine after she claps twice.
cool. Then let's drive to my crazy high-tech hideout.
So the limo does a U-turn, and we kind of take this old Batman like transition before with Hornet's face, like Hornet's suit face on it, and
Giving the finger guns to all of Tokyo.
and you find yourself in this kind of like near penthouse apartment and mechanics like laboratory.
Alright, welcome to my humble home. And it's anything but humble. This looks like a 17-year-old having too much money, deciding what is in his room.
There is indeed. There is one saying, "I don't think you should lie in the presence of friends, sir,"
Who's yeah?
as the family servant comes in. Or
Oh,
would you have like a family servant, or would it be like a robot, or
probably AI in the veins of Jarvis, something like that.
Alright. So yeah, the lights kind of like turn on, and it's in the veins of Jarvis.
Yeah. Those are my Western quote-unquote friends. Jarvis, so treat them nice. Fulfill them every wish as long as it's not mystical bows.
Man, are you trying
So
to
I
piss
should
off
give
Eddie?
out the mystical swords, axes, armor, mauls, and shoelaces.
As if I had any of those. Alright, I have to track an alien robot for those guys.
Oh joy.
And then turn to the others and smile. Ah, I love that I managed to program sarcasm.
He kind of nods and says, "We'll try to not make any commotion."
And you can make as much commotion as you want as you're in here.
He nods and says, "So any rooms that are fine, or I need to talk with some of my team?"
Oh, you can take every room you want. I'm sleeping on the couch mostly, if I sleep at all.
All right.
The bathroom would be the best place. It's larger than a baseball field, and my master Anna was a big fan of Nickelback in the day.
Oof.
Stop.
He kind of just was like, all right, I'm learning a lot today. Looks to Traveler and says, how about you explore while me and Bodkid talk?
And
And don't
Oh,
go in that creepy white room. They filmed all the U commercials in there. It's creepy.
Yes, how else will we keep on the lights?
Noted.
understood.
Eddie just crosses his arm and follows, crosses his arms and follows fucking Bastion. I'm sorry, I'm a little tired right now, so I can't remember names.
That makes two of us.
Oh
But
boy,
we'll
is this a
get through this
puzzle free?
somehow. Yeah. Yeah, he kind of just takes him to a room after Traveler. Just, I assume, nods and gives them space.
So yeah, everyone splits off, and I think we'll start with the Bastion Bodkid movement. You find yourself
Oh,
in a
boy.
very elaborate bathroom with a bathtub that you have to like step up into.
He just turns and says, all right, now that we're not dealing with criminal organizations of questionably, what the hell was that at the museum?
What?
What do you mean, what? You stole blatantly in front of someone and refused to give it back.
He like does the shrug thing and is like, he's very clearly fronting right now, like very clearly just trying to act tough. And he just does a shrug and he's like, was it really stealing? You right there.
It was
I
stealing.
wasn't exactly secret about it.
Taken without permission is stealing. Eddie, it's not superhero business. Now, I was under the impression that was your goal, to be a hero. But if it's to simply plunder for power, you can do that elsewhere.
That shakes him. That shakes him right there. And he does that thing where he grabs the bridge of his nose. He lets out a big old sigh. And he just he closes his eyes for a minute, lets out a sigh, looks at Bastion and just, I don't fucking know, man. I thought it might be like one of those, test of courage things that you see in movies and stuff, where like if I stood up to him, he might give it to me.
Well, obviously it wasn't. And, I mean, you gotta put yourself in their shoes. They just got robbed. Is the last thing they want to do is see another person go and try to take the things now in front of them? That's very humiliating.
I don't need you to lecture me, Bastion.
Your actions speak otherwise. Because now you're snapping at everyone for a mistake you made. I
not
just want to make
snapping.
sure that this isn't going to happen again.
If you want to see me snap, I can snap.
No, I don't. I'm dealing with too much right now. If you want to snap, if you want to be angry, go ahead and tell me. I'll talk to Hornet about sending you back home. Right now, you need to focus.
I'm focusing, buddy.
Maybe this hero, I don't know why you thirst for power so much. If I had to guess, maybe you're associating it with the hero identity a little bit too much.
Hey, Bastion, can you answer me a question, pal?
What?
He takes a deep breath, closes his eyes again, looks at Bastion, looks just a little bit pissed off, and just says, in a very loud voice, "Why the fuck did you decide to put me on this team? Huh? Why the hell did you bring me here? Was it just to show me just how damn powerless and weak I'm always going to be in comparison to all of you? In comparison to everybody? Because I don't need that, Bastion. I already fucking know that I'm going to be weaker than all of you. I don't need somebody to fucking rub it in, okay?
Is that what you think this is? Do you think, honestly, I would do something so needlessly petty? You're here because when I asked, you said you'd come. You're part of the team because you wanted to step up and make a difference.
Yeah, now look who you just grabbed on the team. Somebody who just does what I do, but better.
He's not part of the team. He's an envoy. You think he's a replacement? No, he's our guide while in
He
Japan.
might as damn well be a replacement.
I don't trust him. Why would I? You know why he's here? Because Johnson told me he was the envoy. I made no active decision. The only decision I got to make was who was coming with me, and I chose you. I didn't choose him. I chose you.
Well, tell me damn why you chose me to come then. Because the only reason I can see is to show me that I'm going to be fucking worthless.
I just told you. It's because you wanted to be here. What makes a hero is the decision to stand up and make a difference. And I know that I am not the perfect definition of a hero, because that's not my goal. My goal is to protect people. But I do recognize people who want that to be their ideal. And I do my best to let you. This is supposed to be a team of heroes. This is supposed to be about raising heroes. You are one of the many that have come through this team. And I'm hoping one of the many who leave and go out heroing properly. That's why you're here. You're here as training. Because someday I won't be around. And you'll be on your own. And you're smart enough to deal with it. But emotionally, you're not ready for that responsibility. None of us are. That's why we're a team. We're supposed to be here for one another. So no, I'm not doing this to insult you or show how weak you are. Weakness is not something that correlates with power. Weakness is in the heart. It's when we let doubt control us. My father has less powers than me, but I would say he's much stronger than I'll ever be. Don't let what you were born with cloud you with what you've gained through growing. Here's a decision. It's not a birthright.
You can roll comfort or support.
That thing I'm so good at. I'll try my best. Ooh, yeah.
Is Bastion about to get hit with a shut the fuck up boomer?
Probably.
If you don't want to roll it, and there be no mechanical bonus, you can't anyway. I mean, you don't have to.
I would rather me not have to worry about this role ruining what he's saying, and just have him as another being contemplate and process it.
Sorry.
Either that, or I'm gonna have to use this advancement that I had to fucking look up all the moves to see which can apply that also does comfort and support. Which, I mean, I guess I'll do it. I didn't use the adult move that I chose haphazardly at the end of the last session. I'll just change it to that. But if I don't got to do that, that would be appreciated.
What was the last thing? What was the last thing Bastion said? I legitimately don't remember.
He said being a hero is a decision and not a birthright.
Man, are you sure that's the best thing to say to Eddie?
I mean, it depends on whether or not you were listening to the rest of the things he said, because he said it wasn't your power that defined you.
I was.
So, I mean, it's just honest to God beliefs. He looks up to people who have less powers than him.
If Bastion is gonna say that, Eddie's just gonna kind of blink, give him big fat blink, and say, "I wasn't born with anything. Hell, I wasn't even born with a dad. If you think I, of all people, don't know that being a hero is something you earn, then you clearly don't know anything about me, friend."
I agree with you. That's why I don't understand your actions right now.
It's because everything I've done with this team, everything I've ever done here, all it's done was show me that I'm never going to be a damn hero. And do you know what? Fuck that. I don't give a shit what happens to me. I am going to be a hero. I am going to save people. I don't care what you say about me or what I'm doing, because I know as soon as I push myself to the point that I can be on you guys' level, then I'll finally be able to say that I'm actually a damn hero.
Can't believe you've inherited Rock and Roller's ability not to listen to anything I said. Well, I mean, if you're not going to listen to me, even when I'm praising you, I don't know what I can do.
How are you praising me there?
As I said, from the beginning, the thing that I admired, the thing I let you be on this team for, was your spirit when joining. That's what matters. It's not powers. In fact, sometimes powers makes us lose sight of that. That was the biggest thing between me and Rock and Roller.
Bastion. Tell me why then, if it's not powers that matter here, tell me why then every single thing I've done on this team has ended in me fucking it all up and needing one of you to save me.
You're inexperienced. That's how I started. Literally, the first 4 missions I was a part of, all I did was land myself in the hospital. You can ask anyone in the Illuminati. It's a running gag how often I get put in bed. It takes time. You've been part of this organization for all of a week, maybe 2. I've been here for like 1 to 2 months myself, and I spent the first month failing all the time. The only reason why you don't see that is because everyone who used to be part of this team left. It's the perseverance to continue despite failure. And it's about learning how to prioritize the people who can't protect themselves. That to me is what a hero is. You have that potential. I hope you don't squander it.
Fuck. Shit. God damn. This is an in character, by the way. This is me saying shit, god damn it. Because this actually very easily could fuck with Eddie really hard. How hard do I want this to fuck you up, man? Alright, hold on. I'm just gonna I'm gonna flip a coin on this, like I always do. Alright, guess what? Bastion just won, boy. Ahem. So Bastion was just talking about how he doesn't want Eddie to squander his potential, right?
Yes.
Kind of steps forward, right? And how tall is Bastion again? I can't remember.
He's not that much taller than, like, he's like 5'10". He's very average.
Because Eddie is like 5'8", so he's got a little bit on him, right?
Yeah, just a
Eddie
little.
steps up to Bastion, right? Just kind of fucking grabs him by the shoulders, right? With them Home Depot gloves, and just says, in a, like, there is actually no anger in his voice or anything like that. He just says, do you actually see potential in me?
Yes.
Why?
Because I see a lot of where I started to. Just like you, I started being a hero, chasing a dream. I'd like to see yours succeed.
Here comes Goofy Eddie, boys. Here comes the Goofy Eddie y'all came to know and love. He just does a little sniffle. Just a little one sniffle. Just a one sniffle. Then one tear. Then full on fucking TV show crying. And he just goes, God fucking run. Wally's still on Bastion.
He's gonna let it, like, just run its course. You know, that way where you're like, we're guys and we're teammates. So hugging's not really the thing here. But all I can really do is just stand here and wait until you've, like, composed yourself.
Listen, man. Eddie is a little boy. He is a little 16-year-old boy. No, he's 15, actually. Shit, I misspoke. He is a little boy. He is giving Bastion a big-ass hug, speaking through the tears, and being like, God fucking damn it, I'm on a team with one of my favorite fucking heroes, and all I've been doing is showing him how much of a fucking moron I am.
He just takes a deep breath and, I guess hugs him back and just says, hey, this mission isn't done yet. Let's see if we can turn things around the last 2 fights. And he smiles.
Eddie not really looks up at him literally, but kind of metaphorically looks up at him, wipe a tear off of his now like fucking soggy mask. Shit! Fuck! Wipes a tear off of his now soggy mask and just says, "You got it, boss."
Bastion finally can fucking relax a little.
Alright, y'all are not ready for the fucking turn Eddie is about to have, boys.
As long as you goof and hit the enemy, I'm fine.
The goof is about to be so hard, my friends.
So,
Yeah, you kind of just.
while this is heading on,
Yeah.
we're gonna hop back a couple minutes to Kaz, and the guy goes, "Shall I give you the minutes?"
To what?
Their meeting.
Let them quiet out as long as they want. They seem to have issues.
I'll turn off my ears then.
Oh, you were listening in, you naughty boy.
For the first 2 minutes.
Okay. Well, but what is the other one doing? I hope she didn't go into the creepy Wii U room.
Oh, she's not in the creepy Wii U room. She's, and we swap back to Trevor. Trevor, what are you doing in this large ass apartment?
I just probably found a place out of the way to sit, like on some furniture, not like on the floor or anything, and just not cause any problems or anything. It's not my place.
She's in the garden.
Ooh.
The one you don't rake.
Probably have like a tiny, like Roomba-sized robot that does that for me. It's all automated. Totally defeating like the purpose of a Zen gun.
In any case, how are you tracking down an alien robot?
Probably scanning Tokyo for some like crazy energy sources, alien energy sources.
So you're just looking up alien forces in Tokyo.
Yeah, and then filter out which one are not registered
I
by
know.
by the Frog Boys.
The Frock Boys?
Pour one out for our old body verification and this Frog Boys. What were they called?
The
Verification is
Felinoir?
part of the.
The
The Felonora?
God damn it.
The verification. Oh my god. Oh my god, it's been so long.
I know.
I only knew him as the collective will.
The collective
Yeah, that's
will.
it.
Yeah,
That's it.
that's it.
They weren't here.
They're not in Tokyo.
Well, I mean, they might have something, but
I was under the impression they handle all the alien stuff for us. In any case, I'm looking for like alien signatures that have like no like registration of being down here,
all right.
and then filter out even more and more till I find my boy.
All right. Okay. Let's see what you have here. I'll say you can roll always prepared.
Always prepared. Alright, that assumes that I have time to stock up on gadgets.
Yeah, this is your workshop.
Cool.
So you can. I'm not gonna say you can
Enabled.
infinitely combo this, but
Nah,
you can use the thing.
Yep.
And then you can also just kind of have your gadgets when you go.
Cool. Here we go. Nice.
Yeah,
Nailing
so
it.
what happens is that you first bring up all the alien signatures, and then you take off anything that has a registered source, and that makes it kind of like cloudy amongst like this kind of city of Tokyo, and what was once like clean like dots is now just kind of like this weird impressionistic painting. And then you take off anything that's not organically fractured, and the cloud becomes smaller. And then you try to bring it down to single unit works. And what happens is something is currently draining a large amount of power. Give me a second. So, in the Itabashi ward of Tokyo, something is drawing on a massive amount of power just on the grid.
All right, then I do.
Brownouts are starting to happen just in the local immediate area.
All right, then I do the tracking for the first minute, and then spend all other minutes the guys need to talk on working on my suit, I guess.
Yeah, so you tinker. Traveler, you are in the Zen Garden with the Roomba. There's some weirdly shaped trees and sand that is all done in this weird geometric patterns.
Yeah, I'm probably
There are
just
some pebbles.
trying to have like a series of portals around it where like sand is constantly falling through it at different parts of the room, just like kind of playing with it that way.
You start making this like kind of like miniature sandstorm, and the robot goes wah ah ah.
All right, disturbed.
You just kill it.
Well, I don't speak robot, and if it's not shorting out or anything, I'm okay. I guess it's supposed to do that.
And it kind of carries on, despite it now getting sand on top of it.
That's it.
And eventually Bastion and Bodkid come out. Bodkid has this kind of like you would have to like really look, and you would have to know what to look for a guy to be crying along his tear ducts, like down his face and whatnot.
But for some reason got a big ass smile on his face, the likes of which you have not seen since he initially joined the team.
Yeah, look up for my suit workstation. Look up. Oh, look at you guys becoming a team. That's adorable.
Yeah. Has a small smile, but like rolls his eyes and says, "Any luck finding it?"
Oh yeah, I'm already done. I used the time to tinker a little bit on my suit.
Good.
Well, and I have the address right here. I just give you a tiny little note on which is written.
I'm kind of, and Traveler hasn't joined up with us at this point, right?
As far as I'm aware, I'm still in the garden.
Yeah, he kind of looks around and says, well, I would say let's go, but do you happen to know where Traveler is?"
Jarvis?
In the garden.
Kind of like looks to Hornet.
A door opens. Traveler, the door opens on you.
No, I let the sand drop at that point, closing all the portals and everything.
A contented beep comes from the bot as it starts hastily making the geometric pattern again.
I think it's pretty easy to like program sarcasm, but then that's a whole other thing. Hope you had fun.
Yes.
Yeah, I'd imagine.
Was it?
He says, I'd imagine, as he kind of like saw the tail end of a whole bunch of sand just hit the ground at once.
Yeah, come out kind of dusting myself off a bit and probably missing a fair amount. Nice place.
Oh, thank you. I have the same exact one over in Halcyon City.
Very peaceful. We should get one for home.
If you want, you can have one. I built it right in at your place.
She looks at Bastion like he can't see her face because of the mask, but like he can tell there's like a can we?
I
She's
want
like a fucking
boy,
child
Jimmy.
that found stray cat.
Oh shit.
I mean, I once heard it's actually more beneficial if you yourself do that garden, but I see no point in it. I use that place mostly for barbecues.
I don't see why Dad would mind. He couldn't just. Cap says, like, well, you know, the good old, let's just do it now and ask for forgiveness later tactic. He's never home. I got probably like a good 2 months before the hammer comes down on that decision.
Like if it were physically possible to happen, her eyes would do like that anime sparkle thing as she says, "Thank you, sir."
Perfect.
Thank you, Hornet. He just- Okay.
You're welcome. All right, you guys want to go?
Yeah, I feel it. Let's get the ball rolling on this whole mess.
All right. But before we go, are you sure you don't want to see the creepy view room?
I don't know, you've kind of sold it as a place that'd rather not be seen.
The place of Elder Chora, but still.
Maybe after we finish. That could be the crowning achievement.
All right, cool. Let's go. And then Cass casually starts walking towards the exit. As his suit does the same, then just like seemingly just melts onto him.
You know, he'd find that weird if not for all the shit that he saw with Sprawl. So he's pretty nonplussed by the whole situation. Like, yeah, tech people.
Like not melt, but like builds around himself. Like opens up and then just steps into Cass, and then just they become one.
As long as you aren't the car, Bastion's good.
All right.
Everyone inside Hornet.
I don't like the way that was phrased.
You two can't imagine.
The entire
how
team
horrific
got in me a
this
few times with one of my old characters.
Hold on a second.
is. Okay, wait.
It was a religious experience.
No, whoa, hey, no, we're doubling down on this.
I was
I
also
don't like
female at the time.
Sprawl was a nano machine thing, and they turned it to a car, and we kind of didn't have a lot.
Oh, I find this too fun.
All the innuendos were made.
God,
So many innuendos.
the second most uncomfortable part about the female Sprawl situation for Bastion. Number one, easily being the amount of guy talk that was now known by a woman that made him want to fucking kill himself. Because he was like, I don't know if she remembers all the stuff me and Horace talked about, because I don't know how this whole gender thing even worked. Because Sprawl was nice enough not to explain that when he died, he'd turn into an egg and then come out as a new person.
Oh, I don't think Sprawl knew it until it happened.
Yeah.
That was a trip. Now, as a result, Bastion finds tech infinitely weirder than magic. But yeah, he gets in the car without any existential nightmares about getting inside people.
All right. Then we drive to the address of the massive energy consumption. Oh, I probably relate that the alien thing is doing a lot of energy right now.
Got that good juice.
I don't know what it's doing. Maybe powering up to, I don't know, waste the city or travel to space? Who knows?
Let's hope waste the city isn't the answer.
Wouldn't be the first time.
Honestly, it really wouldn't.
You know how many kaijus we get here?
No, but I've seen what robots can
I've
do.
seen
to
Godzilla.
things. Wait, are those like real? I thought those were just.
Oh my god!
Yep.
Please tell me Godzilla is real. It'd be
Of
so
course
cool.
he's real.
That's
We made
awesome.
him real.
That's a terrifying thought.
Yeah,
Thanks
guess-
to the wishes of all of Japan and some very questionable eugenics and genetics.
just wait until they're weaponized by the corporations when they go to war with each other.
That sounds awesome.
Well, either way, I think we avoided that. Probably. I don't know. We've blown up the people who were supposed to start that revolution like 3 times now.
Yeah, they were the worst. They weren't the only ones.
I have hope for humanity. Though it's a
Oh, you
little
do?
unnerving that we chose Godzilla before, I don't know, some of the safer stuff to recreate, like Santa Claus or. It just sucks.
I'm currently working on a Santa Claus suit.
You know what? I have no qualms with that one.
That's the greatest weaponry I have yet to put into a suit of mine.
She doesn't say anything, but when you mention Santa Claus, you actually see Traveler shudder a little bit and kind of get quieter.
Kind of like looks at you incredulously. He's like, fucking even Santa?
She just nods.
Wait, what?
Uh,
Wait, what?
Probably something about the dystopic corporations using Santa as a weaponized construct of capitalism. If I've learned anything from her many extensive talks about how the future will not end up being again.
You don't.
He was
What are you talking
He
about?
was
Santa
used
gifts
for population control. He ate the naughty.
God, Jesus. Well, anyways, that is not going to happen because
Santa Claus is Hitler in the future?
apparently in the future a lot of bad shit happens. And that's what, Traveler's here to inform us so that we may take proper actions to prevent or something. Timelines are
Santa
very
Claus
strict.
will never be Hitler.
Yeah, let's make sure that happens. Good team goal. He just gotta
New team goal: Santa Claus will never be Hitler.
prevent Hitlerizing of Santa Claus. Santa Hitler must not breathe through the sky.
In any case,
yeah,
you guys head to the Lord,
yeah.
and it takes a tiny bit, but eventually you get there, and as soon as you get there, what comes on is which one?
An enemy.
It was the Itabashi Award. It's a special award in Japan, Tokyo, Japan. In English, it's Itabashi City, and it has sister city relations with Burlington, Ontario, and Canada.
Ooh.
Today I learn, I guess.
Also has relations to Beijing, amongst other things.
What do you mean by when you say relations? Do you just mean that they trade with one another? Because, like, how does a city have relations with another city?
The partner cities, I assume.
Yeah, they have like travel
Yeah.
programs and diplomatic ties, stuff like that, sister cities and all that all over the world.
Okay. I wanted to reconfirm because I was starting to realize the more you were saying, like, yeah, it's the sister city of this place, and this place. I'm like, do I
Also,
actually
Bologna in
under-
Italy, which, funny enough, in medieval literature had a stigmatism about being hypocritical and fat.
I'm learning a lot today.
Yeah, 'cause,
I
it's
didn't
entirely
think
possible sister
it's
cities meant the
weird.
cities were alive somehow or something.
Well, not that, but I was just like, I had originally been under the impression that you could only have like sister cities was like a pair thing and not a web. Like I thought it was just like two cities are sister cities, not like 4, 5, or 6. But I guess now I've learned.
The things we don't learn in AP Human Geography. In any case, back to my Russian plan to take over the world. You guys are reaching the Itabashi ward, and you stop in front of one of the power stations in the area. And sure enough, for like a block around it, it's dead. What do you guys do?
Is crying a valid option?
That it is.
Well, he's not gonna do that.
Scooby Gang?
So it's just
How
like
do we do
an
this?
it's like an abandoned ass block essentially.
What?
When you said that it's just like completely empty, didn't you? Or did I mishear mother?
No,
ran
it's
in?
just the power's out.
Oh, the power's out. Okay.
Yeah. And you see a repair truck outside. And just people going up and down the street trying to just get out of their hot apartments in the middle of summer in Tokyo.
It kind of turns the Hornet thing he said. Did you happen to have any idea, like, what they were doing that was causing so much energy consumption?
Like I said, I can only assume either they want to blow up the city or they want to travel through space, I guess, and then load up before they go.
No.
I mean, did you have like run-ins with the cat robots before? Because I don't.
I mean, semi. Like, I met. No, because this is the Felonation stuff, right? Out of character?
The Felonation
Or
stuff.
That is bastard
Right.
stuff.
No, it's Bastard stuff. Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the bastard
So
stuff.
much old villains. I'm getting everything mixed up now. He says, I mean, from what I understood of the man, he seemed to be after money and the thrill of being chased more than anything else. I don't know if he would go for like world destruction, but I know he would try to cause an uproar whenever he could. So,
I mean, if he has relations to our sword thief, then he might also prepare a distraction.
yeah, that is very, very likely. I'll try to see if maybe if they were generating an extreme amount of energy consumption, maybe the things they were using it on are still pretty hot. And can I try to like extend my senses to see if I can pick up an unnaturally high heat signature?
Yeah, go ahead. Roll freak.
I don't think I have anything over Bastard, ironically. I just have a lot of his goons. Wow.
Oh, hold on. I accidentally exited out of the roll 20. Give me 2 seconds. Can someone
Well,
tell me what the roll was?
It
I
was
rolled
a
a
It was
6.
I mean, someone of us can help you. I'm pretty sure. Probably
By
me.
all means, go ahead. I
And
don't
because
know what
we
it is.
we stack a team at the beginning of the session.
I mean, well, it's up to you guys. Do you want to help me or?
Yeah, I help you.
I don't think Eddie can really help you here, partner.
I
Yeah.
think Hornet's the best bet.
All right, so you guys are still at 2 team. You were at free team at the beginning of the session. Sorry I didn't know that. But as you are in 2 team, what happens is you get this weird, like you're looking for energy signatures. You come up with nothing but like whatever the hell is going from the power station into something. And then there's also just this weird, like, kind of like tinnitus in your ear.
Fucking what? I mean, I, Travis, don't know how to interpret that at all.
It's like this kind of like jangling sound in your ears, but it's like ethereal in a way.
I mean, I guess he tells the team. I literally have no clue what we can extrapolate off of that one.
It's
Does
coming
Eddie
from
ever-
inside the power station.
Yeah,
Oh.
there's some weird shit's going on there, I guess.
That makes sense.
Should we go? I guess we should at least maybe try to close in and see if we can look inside the building a bit more.
Sure.
All right, so we're moving into the building.
Yep.
All right.
Eddie knock himself a nice big ol' arrow?
Yep. And so everyone eventually, as you guys are walking down, you hear the tinnitus. You looking down as you're going down this weird stairwell again. You have to open up these like sliding doors. It's all on air conditioned, by the way. So I'm figuring Eddie's probably sweating.
Hella hard.
Maybe Traveler.
Eddie keeps like trying to wipe the sweat away, but there's just always more of it. He looks like that GIF.
Yeah, with the
You
radio
know the
guy.
GIF I'm talking about.
Yeah,
What?
I do.
I mean, can I just use my wind powers to just make a makeshift air conditioning unit around us? Like just
Yeah,
a
that's
wind-
fine.
Yeah.
You have like this brief respite of cool, and as you just start walking down, if you want to keep that going, I would like you to roll freak
Yeah, sure.
as the sound gets louder and louder.
Well, I mean, apparently I can do that one all right. Really good at being an air conditioning unit.
Best goddamn air conditioning unit. You know, Kaz, you're looking at Bastion just go in the middle of this weird sound that you already have drowned out. And you're like, I'm trying to get like a idea from this for my next like commercial invention.
Yeah, but
In any case,
Bastion does announce to the group. I don't know if everyone's hearing it, but if it's just him, he's announcing that the noise he's been hearing is getting louder and louder as we get closer.
oh, it's Traveler and Eddie are hearing it now.
Mm.
And just keeps putting a hand over his ear and just holds his bow with the other hand. He's like, what is that?
I don't know. Maybe they're using some kind of sonic device.
Or it's just the sound of a big old destructive robot sucking in a bunch of energy.
Yeah, that would also be a problem.
You look at the door into the power station, and in blood on the wall, it's just come in English
Well,
and
that's
Japanese.
ominous. Oh, then Eddie can't read it then.
Oh no, it's in both. I said in
Oh.
English and Japanese.
Oh. Eddie just kind of looks at it for a second, looks left and right at the people to his side, and says, "Well, that's ominous."
That's pretty threatening.
Uh,
I've seen worse.
can't,
So
Can't
who
pin
wants
my
to go in
report.
first, or should I? Do we want to open the door and then send the drone first? Eddie still has the drone, by the way.
We break in, we strike a pose, and then take down this hero.
Oh.
Or we do it more tactically, from all sides at once. Or how about two of us keep the guy busy while the other two try to, I don't know, stop the meltdown of the whole energy place? I don't know.
I think maybe me and you head in while Traveler and Bodkid take a more flexible option. Try to survey what's going on after the initial. I assume they're going to open up with an attack.
I gonna open up with a bunch of trash talk.
I
Depending on who it
would
is, we might be
prefer
able
to stay at a range here,
Yeah.
especially.
That's why I suggested you with Traveler. Both with her portal abilities and your flexibility and technology, you're better off in a backline position.
Alright,
Okay.
your call.
Yeah, me. Since your suit's pretty versatile and seems like you can take a serious hit, I think the both of us should go in as the ones who can take a head-on assault, hopefully well.
Cool.
Yeah, so I guess the two of us. Can I assess
So, yes.
the situation? Like maybe right before we go in, just so. Like, so I don't do the thing where I, oh man, I missed the fucking shotgun trap from Saw. Open the door and get blasted in the head. Haha, you lose.
Yeah,
Me
roll superior to not get fucking duped. We'll say that. We'll call it you get duped if you fail.
Oh wow, this is the first time since I think the beginning of this campaign that I've triggered be mindful of your surroundings. Because usually the fight comes so fucking fast, I can never assess the situation beforehand.
You can also do it in the fights.
Yeah, well, I mean, I do it in the fight sometimes, but that doesn't trigger mindful of your surroundings. It has to be before. So I get to ask 3 questions. Ooh.
See.
I guess first, what here is the biggest threat? Is there any obvious or perceivable dangers or traps within the room on the other end?
Is there traps in the room? None
Yeah,
outside of whoever is inside of it. I mean, whoever is inside of it, of the room. Or whatever is inside of the room.
Yeah, mainly this question is just this is the closest I can get to a perception check. Did I catch anyone lying in wait?
You look through the door and you see just the power box just kind of going insane into like a tiny little device of some sort, and just sitting in front of it with just this kind of bored look about it is this Felinor and assassin bot.
All right.
And you can see that it has these little round discs all about its body.
How could we best end this quickly?
go inside.
And just beat up the bad guys. I'm trying to get answers that I can actually work towards, Cameron.
I mean,
that's the whole point
just
of assessing
I'm not
situation.
trying to like. If
Hey.
this turns into a fight, I'll give you more information.
I'm fine if the answer is just beat the guy up. But it's like, part of the assessing situation is that you're supposed to try to act towards the information. I don't think I need a roll to open the door, so getting a +1 forward wouldn't do much.
I would imagine it's
No,
hard
you
to-
don't need a roll to go into the door. You see a robot board inside, and like at his feet are like 2 technicians.
Okay, good. I'll take what here is most vulnerable as well, and that will give me that answer. Probably.
Yes, the 2 technicians. They already have a trickle of like blood coming out of their ears, like dried.
All right, I know what I must do. In that case,
All right, little Timmy, who left on the PC all night long? I say as we get in trash talking.
While he's speaking, can I? Oh God, please don't do this to me, game. Can I generate burn?
Yes.
Come on,
Rest
don't
in
fuck-
peace.
Don't fucking instantly kill me, please.
Hey, why not just have one of the people with range just be like, "Hey, could you just fuck this thing up real fast for me?"
I'm hoping you guys will fuck it up while I grab the 2 people. Oh, God bless. It's been so long since I've seen a 10 on a burn roll.
I thought we saw one last session.
Oh, wait, yeah, we did. I fucking forgot because I'm so used to seeing 3s.
He's so used to he forgot what it was like to take a W.
Are these
It's okay,
people-
man. If you take 2 L's and you face them back to back, they make a big old W.
That's what I tell myself every day. Are these technicians, like, under the possession of this robot, or are they just nearby?
They're just they're at his feet.
Okay, so does this quantify for snatch?
Oh yes. You would have
All right.
you snatch twice.
That's probably going to be what my turns are going to work towards, snatching and protecting. So I want to when he opens the door and gets his taunt, as soon as the android's attention is snapped, he's going to snatch one of them as quickly as possible.
Yeah. So yeah, the door opens. The android pops up and goes, "I've been and then Kaz just like, "What? You've been leaving the PC on all night?" And then you just like pull with wind just so quickly that the guy just like floats up and just like gets thrown out of the place
Safely.
safely. Yes, much like in Arkham City and Spider-Man.
Yeah, just don't think about it. There's always a random web that snaps them to the wall. Don't think about the net go flying off the building.
Don't think about the guy you just like fling for 40 miles off the car door.
He's fine.
He didn't have any arms to break his fall with. Just his neck.
So yeah, I don't want to Gwen Stacy this poor technician worker.
And so, yeah, he's safely just like flies by like Traveler and Bodkid and heads outside. And like the robot holds a finger up and goes, "That's not the point."
As
And he
that
kind of
thing
just
flies-
like goes from like one arm behind his back, just kind of like unplugs the box.
We have to pay for that electricity that you stored in yourself right now, right?
It's in the box. It's not me. I don't need electricity. What kind of barbarian uses electricity?
Well, apparently you, my friend.
No, this was. Oh my god.
Well,
My master and creator wishes to have a chat.
All right. Can I take the other person away first?
If it'll help your conscience.
Yes. He kind of just helps and takes the other person away, and tells the other 2 to stay wary in case the situation goes south. and turns to this man and says, "All right, I'm guessing, bastard."
And like it was of this kind of green sense before. Like you see this, like it's this kind of like sleek, like 6 foot tall, humanoid with a kind of like this feline death mask. It's heavily done in filigree sleek plates. You see there's tiny like speakers all around its body as it just sits up looking bored at like you guys. In any case, and like the lights turn from green to just like this magenta and goes, and like you hear that old little whine and goes, Bastion, it's been too long.
Hello again.
Yes, it's me. I'm back. Back again.
Freddy's back. Tell a friend.
Why are you involved in this conflict at all?
Because I fucking hate birds.
I am a fellow sympathizer.
And you might notice that the lizard is playing his own game.
I had a feeling.
It seems weapon collecting is a hobby of his that surpasses bombs in his head.
And so he has the sword.
Yes, wherever he is.
And you want me to take the sword from him?
You do whatever the hell you want with it. I thought you just wanted it for the bird.
Yeah, same. Yeah, that's about it. I just want to end the bird, free Japan from its harassment, and then go back home and finish the rest of the stupid challenge.
Very fair, Bastion, very fair. It is still Bastion, by the way. You haven't changed your hero name.
No, I feel like I'm going to have to soon, but for now it's Bastion.
I've been living under a rock. A rock.
Well, as long as you're willing to help deal with this situation.
Yeah, see, you're probably wondering why I'm here besides hating fucking birds, and that's because, the Blinko kid is here. Trying to muscle in on Yakuza territory and making some headway.
And you would like that to be stopped?
I would like him moved back to America.
Good. It seems that everyone's in agreement today.
Not in a box.
I mean, I'd rather not kill him, yes.
Or a jail box.
Come on, man. Why do you even care if he gets arrested or not?
The boy is important to plans.
Those plans being?
Very vague future business that I don't want to talk about.
Because crying hasn't yet.
Why should I help you with this? Letting someone who should go to jail not.
Because if you let the Blinko kid go, you can take the rest of his little grouping. He needs a career change.
So you're getting him out of the gang business?
I feel like anything is a gang business in America or in Earth.
Wow. That was political.
Criminal gang, not You don't have to play games with me. You know that the way me and my father operate. State your terms, you be clear, and then a decision can be properly made. Right now,
Yes.
the priority is on dealing with the birds. So I don't particularly feel the need of going all cops arrest nonsense.
You find the Blinko kid. You hand him back to this bot. This bot will take care of the Blinko kid. You have to get him out of his building while the Yakuza are probably assaulting it or whatever the hell you choose to do behind the Yakuza's back. I don't really mess in Japan that much because I find it all too extravagant and highly overpowered.
Kind of.
Because all they need to do to overcome this bot is just scream louder.
Does this plan of yours in the future, is it going to be targeting innocents, or is this just a use?
I might say it's the most legitimate way I'm going after heroes. Legally. On the dot, on the printed line of whatever the hell paper you hand around.
He turns to his group and says, well,
you do this, I hand you all a hachichel, you get the sword, you kill the bird. Win-win lose-ish.
Let me speak to my team for a second.
Yeah, and all I have to do is throw out my morals as a hero. That's a good one. How can I not accept that deal?
It's not really like you're just saving him from 15 other things.
And what are you gonna do with him, Catmine?
I'm going to put him in a legitimate business position.
Like legitimate in your...
Oh, no. Legitimate in the Earth legal sense.
Wow.
It seems like he's gunning for, I assume, a lawsuit towards heroes, which...
Lawsuit's too direct. Or indirect? I don't know.
Taking legal action with, I assume, him as a witness?
Nah, I don't like the courts. Any case, team huddle, let's go. And it like claps twice, and then it flutters back to Green and goes, defense. Defense.
He looks at the team and says, okay, well, I feel like this is one of those things where as a group we need to decide. Personally, I would rather have this situation with the birds dealt with as quickly as possible. If he's not overtly targeting innocents and instead is doing some kind of legal attack on heroes,
You forgot that we are heroes, right? And I have a really huge business doing hero stuff.
Well, I don't think it's against Japan, and
he wants them in America. He wants the gangster in a change of business, most likely going into politics to turn the law against heroes.
That sounds bad. I'm multinational. Just saying from a business standpoint, this is bad. I mean, I have a bunch of like shark-faced lawyers ready to just rip this guy apart, but still. And they're literally shark-faced.
I was just stating, I'm neutral on this. As I'm coming to learn more and more, I'm charged with being more of a moral gray. I don't know. I still need to talk with Apollo about where I'm at, but I'll go with the group majority's thought on this situation. I find it unpleasant, but to the same token, if we try to engage against Bastard, it will probably end with him tearing through this city and us being unable to catch him because we don't even know where he is.
I believe the birds are the bigger threat, and any legal actions he plans to take will take time, which will allow time for a proper response.
Yeah, that was my thought. I don't know if this is a bear we should be poking right now. Well, we're half cocked in something else. And instead, let's just set him up for something that now we know what's coming for the first time in a very
Eddie just
long time.
slowly raises his hand.
Yeah.
Yes, Eddie.
Aren't we all a member of, like, a massive secret society that has fingers in literally everything?
That's why I was feeling maybe we leave it to the organization to deal with his hero attack. I mean, this kind of movement would take too much involvement for us not to know.
I mean, to be realistic, they're probably, if the guy really becomes a threat, I hate to say it, but the Illuminati will probably just, like, get rid of him.
Whoa.
That's really dark, but am I wrong?
I don't think so. At the very least, I think this is it's been a while since, like, we've had any idea what he was doing. And, if he's going at this legally, well, then we can combat legally as well. I don't think he'd win this. So,
Well, I mean, isn't the president, like, actually a Freemason or something? I don't know. I browse weird internet forums.
I don't know. I mean, to be honest, if you asked me 2 months ago, half the stuff I've learned, I would have called you crazy, but I've come to learn a lot while under this tutelage.
I've just kind of accepted that I need to shut up and just accept things as real.
Yeah, I think is when I met the collective will, I kind of took that stance. So we all generally willing to just let him walk into the future trap and not try to provoke two major villains at once. Because again, if we're all extremely morally against this, I'll fight it, but I don't know if we have the resources to win both battles at once.
Alright, I'm just against it, so we have two sides. So it's up to Traveler and the Bodkid.
So let me just get this straight. So we have K on no. For
Bastion's leaning towards 4, but is willing to do.
Newt, we have Bastion. For yes, we have Traveler. And now, where's Bodkid?
Bodkid is at, like, a semi-unwilling yes.
So we have
I don't think any of the
It's-
yeses are happy about it.
Yeah, they're just like, this is kind of the way the world is sometimes.
And he's just like, oh, we're part of a secret society. I think that the Illuminati will handle it if things go bad.
Yeah. And he does reassure the group that either way, like no matter what, he will report everything to Johnson.
This course of action, as unpalatable as it is, it seems to be the wisest to prevent potential casualties for the time being, and to end the more imminent threat sooner.
Then it's decided, Catman.
Okay. He turns and kind of says, all right, we'll give the guide to you. You just want the leader, right?
Yep. I just want the kid.
Okay, do you know where his gang hides out right now?
Oh, hell yes, I do.
then by all means, please tell
They've been
us.
stuck in a red light district karaoke bar for the past
That's
week.
oddly specific.
Just fucking sighs, and he's like, first it was a fucking pizza joint, and now it's this.
What do you have against karaoke bars?
I have nothing against karaoke bars. I have everything against their choice of hideout. That's such a stupid place to hide. It's a miracle the cops haven't found them. It's a miracle the Yakuza haven't found them.
It's a
That place is
miracle the
terrible.
Yakuza finds their own ass.
To be fair, there are a lot of karaoke bars.
This
I
is
know.
also true.
But it's a thing of inevitability, you know? That's a non-sustainable hideout.
You're a non-sustainable hideout. That was
Your mother's a non-sustainable hideout.
Oh! Oh!
Alright, we should go before this SAS level gets out of control.
Yeah, I had a really bad one for the next one, so I'm not going to go there.
I'm gonna shoot that one. And he's like, well, I mean, Hornet, if you want, I say we should drive there, tell the Yakuza where they are so that we appear cooperative. I can very easily get the guy where we need him.
You're gonna have to deliver him to, well,
Here, right? Or are you, well, actually,
no,
where are you
you
going?
gotta head to the Shinagawa ward with the river. You're gonna have to make sure he gets into one of the sewage ports, and then I get to ship him back to America via tube.
Okay. So actually, now, first, let's stop there so I can see it, and then we'll go. Because then, well, I mean, all I gotta do is put my hand on him, and then we've basically won that situation. So I think our goal here is going to be I survey where we're going to put him. We go to the karaoke bar. We call in the Yakuza. The three of you focus on suppressing the lackeys, and I deal with the boss. Sound good?
Alright, sure.
Traveler nods.
Eddie, just give. Yup.
Okay, let's go back to the car. With that, we're done with our.
Yep, and so yeah, you walk out, and like as you're going up the stairs, the tinnitus sound just kind of like shuts off, and then he's also just walking behind you guys.
At least that stupid sound's finally gone.
I am a product of my environment.
Hmm.
In any case,
I realize just how annoying it. Like puts a finger in his ear, like his finger in his ear, and just kind of rubs it, and is like, you know, I didn't realize just how annoying that noise was until we left.
and like you guys just walk out the stairs, and from there, you guys just kind of like head out into the limousine. You can see the robot just kind of like slink into an alleyway, and you lose track of it. And your inner ears kind of just like finally just settle down, and like there's just a little bit of relief as you guys get start moving up, and outside the scene on the corner of a building watching over it is Shimazu.
Mm.
And I think we're gonna end there today, as you guys are on your way to Deal with the Blinko kid.
Cool.
Look, man, I'm happy I got my good boy back.
Welcome to the crowd.
I'm so ready to like. Oh fuck! I just realized we're out of water. Now I gotta drive to Walmart. I was like, my throat's dry. At least now the session's ending. Do I want to drink non-filtered refrigerated water?
This is why I have a Brita filter.
I don't know why a filter is one of those things we keep saying we're gonna get, and we never
It's
do.
$20 on Amazon.
Bruh, just drink tap water.
That's like a death sentence in Florida.
Yeah,
Perfect.
I went and got some water, and it was so foggy, I almost couldn't see my fingers on the other side of the glass.
How do y'all just live in like a Fallout game?
Hell yeah, my dude.
Dude, there's like
It's Florida, yeah.
It's Florida.
I'm moving
Yeah,
to Florida.
we're in the best part of Florida, but it's still Florida down here. Don't get it twisted. We fool people with Disney, but it's still Florida.
I'm in Boca.
It takes all the drinkable water and it just pumps out sewage.
Man, I go out. I could probably, where I live, I could legitimately probably get away with drinking like creek water.
Well, do you know in which country you have healthcare but also drinkable tap water? It's Germany.
I mean,
It's a lot of
Hey,
countries
hear
besides
what I
America.
hell, wait, well, like back up. It's not even a lot of countries. Hell, there's
Hey,
some
do you
states
know what I
can get
have,
back
though?
drinking.
Do you know what America has though?
Mickey Mouse.
Blind nationalism. Ooh, ah!
Like
We
dog
be getting that too recently. Don't worry about it.
fucking
I
Mickey
would
Mouse
worry
could
about it.
unzip his pants, pee in a cup, and tell you it's drinking water, and I bet half of the Orlando citizens would drink it. That's like
Oh,
how
don't.
Wait,
the
who would-
Disney
Why did you do that?
grip is. It's horrifying because you know it's true.
Yep.
Why?
Wait, I legitimately didn't hear what he said. I was too busy
I-
screaming. Ooh, ah.
I said Mickey Mouse could zip down his pants, pee in a cup, and say it's drinking water, and half of Orlando citizens would blindly believe him. That's how,
I do that just for the meme.
that's how deep the grip is. I remember we were talking to someone
It
who
sounds like Disney just has your state by the balls.
oh yeah, dude. There, like, no joke. There will be state laws against like workers, compensation that they won't like, and they'll just lobby, and it'll disappear, and no one says anything. Like, they've been trying to push one bill for like 2 years. Never gonna happen because Mickey Mouse said no. Mickey Mouse.
Dude, this sounds like you live in a fucking dystopia.
Like you sit at home, you stare outside.
Mickey Mouse's big brother.
You sit down, you watch your football, Monday Night Football, owned by Disney, while they promote the Star Wars merch that's also owned by Disney. Any other corporation, you'd be like, wait, what kind of horse shit? But it's Disney, so you don't think about it. we live in a special place down here. That's how your
I
thoughts
wish I
towards
lived.
our Lord and Savior Mickey Mouse is what determines whether or not you're an Orlando citizen. Because you're either goddamn sick of Disney, or you
work for it.
every single day. There is no in between.
Okay, my family doesn't go there in between every single day, but
They would if they could.
I don't think we would. It'd be
So when
expensive. on the
Okay,
food
real
farm.
question. Have either of you ever been offered some Kool-Aid by a Disney employee?
No.
Oh god, that
Dang.
sounds terrifying. Instead,
Y'all never drank the Disney Kool-Aid?
Oh,
No.
see, it's not.
Hold on, I
I've
gotta
eaten
call
their
Andy
cookies
real
and hot chocolate, though.
It's called
gotta
an
call it
annual
Mickey.
pass. I have friends who go to Disney every single week. How?
That's just
How do you-
expensive.
How do you
It's
not
actually a
get
great
to
place to just
park?
hang out. Honestly, you just
And
stop going for the rides.
Disney is also cheaper if you're local, typically, to get.
That
Yeah.
too.
If you're local and then you do like the year pass because you're like, well, I don't.
It's like $12 a month.
Yeah, it's like pretty cheap, but it's like, dog, how many times can you go to Magic Kingdom before you're like, I think the magic's gone? Like,
Hell
But that's
yeah.
why you go with people when you just talk in lines and stuff. Honestly.
Yeah, but bro, like,
If you
okay, I feel like if I went down to like, I feel like if I went to like, Orlando and
At some
lived
point, you
there-
stop going for Disney, and you just start, and like Disney becomes the backdrop of where you just go.
Yeah.
I feel like if I was that kind of person who just went to Disney every single day, I'd be that asshole who just who gets like 4 or 5 people just stand in line in a random place, wait for the line to develop behind it.
Oh my god.
Oh, you are a monster.
Please
There's
tell me
one-
that's a thing that actually happens.
It doesn't.
Dude, but
Thank
there is
God.
the opposite, where like you've been in a line so long, you don't remember what you were waiting for. That's happened to me before. I've been in a line for 2 hours before. Like,
Yeah, I've been in the line for like, what was it?
holy
Yeah,
shit.
2.5.
Like, when Harry Potter came out.
No,
it
that's
was-
Universal. No,
Yeah,
that's an entirely
it's
different
still-
ball of wax.
it's
Universal's
still Orlando.
a fucking hellhole. I hate Universal.
You feel like you're almost in a different planet where like time's been lost.
No, like
So-
2 hours is the
so
least
is
amount of
Disney
time
World
you
just
have on a
Hotel
Universal
California?
ride. What?
Is Disney World just Hotel California?
No. What?
You mean
Did
the
I go-
song?
Oh, I'm talking about the fucking meme. Oh shit, no, fuck.
I'm uneducated about me.
I didn't really hear what you said.
Okay, there's a meme down in Washington, or in Washington. Why did I say down in Washington? Oh, there's
Down
a
in
meme in
Washington.
Washington. There's a meme up here in Washington called Hotel California because there's a bunch of people who moved to California for work, right? It's supposed to just be like a couple of years and then just never come back.
It's because it's typically a pretty decent place to live. If you
Yeah,
don't-
the thing is, the property prices and like the cost of living is like fucking 9 billion % more.
it
expensive
is,
than there.
but it's still typically a better state than a lot of the states out there.
Yeah. So the joke that if you go down to California, it's entirely because of the song Hotel California.
Yeah.
See,
Oh,
But
Instead of
the
Hotel
joke
California?
is that if you're going down to Hotel California for work, it's you're checking into Hotel California, and
but
once
that
you
would
enter
imply
Hotel
these
California,
people would just disappear in a
Yeah.
creepy hotel.
I think the Florida equivalent would either be retirement home California or club California, depending on how down you go. Because man, Miami, I don't think people go there for any other reason to get high on cocaine and other stupid shit.
Actually, it's also the party too. Let me tell you, Miami's a fun city.
Oh yeah, I mean I won't deny that.
The women there are super hot.
Much like the weather outside, because fuck me.
I have absolutely no luck with women anymore.
Even as a German, I know how fucked up Florida is as a state.
That's because we have our patron saint, Florida man,
Yeah, dude, like
right alongside of
Legitimately
Storm.
I don't think there's any other
stop
place-
mentioning Jesse Cobb. I hate this.
I love
Miami
it.
where like the level of volume that people somehow manage in their cars. I'm like blocks away and I can feel it in my chest. I'm like, what the fuck? Is there a celebration today? It's like, nah, that's just Miami.
Though the food is overpriced and you have to really
Oh.
find places.
Oh yeah. Like,
Okay,
Like you have
please
to
tell me
find
what-
find places. Like you can't go.
Okay,
into just
before
anywhere.
anything else, before we meme any harder, I'm gonna say my Eddie's end of session grows closer to the team.
Oh
Hey,
yeah,
Dad.
that's right. That's what I'm forgetting.
We got caught on Disney.
Yeah, I got caught on like Florida, and my experience living in Florida.
I still need you to
God.
tell me why that thing Universal is a hellhole.
Oh, Universal is a hellhole.
Yeah.
Because- the length of line.
Bad experiences. Halloween Horror Night State gone wrong. Let's see. The lines are always fucking long.
And
You have to pay for
preface
fast
that
like fast passes.
like,
Let's see. What else can I get out of Universal?
for me, it's mostly the lines. The others, like the other stuff's like, well, I mean, like, but it's like, literally, I can't, like,
I could
I
live
would-
at Disney's Typhoon Lagoon. I can't even imagine myself stepping into Universal ever again.
because, like, the lines in, like, other parks, like, they usually, like, they spill out of the attraction. I've seen lines in Universal that spill out of the section of the park they're in. I got a line that was like 3/4 deep into Jurassic Park, all the way
What the?
through Jurassic Park into Harry Potter to go on the ride.
And to be honest, it's not even very good
It's
rides.
not even very good. It's not worth it. But like,
Oh yeah, isn't Universal the one with like the fucking Fast and Furious ride that's just a piece of shit?
I think so. Wouldn't
Yeah,
surprise me.
pretty sure.
I
90%.
think I also gonna do my end of session move before
Yep.
we drift once again. Do the
I'm
horrors
sorry,
of
this hole you're
theme
dragging
parks.
me down into. It's
I'm stocking up my superior because I'm a tech geek who found out stuff, and I stocked down my mundane down because you all saw how creepy my place is. It's super not normal.
I mean, what are you talking about? Playing Nickelback? Everyone does that.
Look at this photograph.
Look, we all had those years where we thought Nickelback was actually pretty good.
okay. Hold on there for a second.
I
I wouldn't have said pretty good.
But they're not as bad as people make them out to be.
Okay, yeah, they're not
They're
that.
not.
True.
I
They're a
don't,
meme.
I don't understand why they're so hated. Like, their songs are like really fun to sing like an idiot, though.
Oh, that's the point I got out of it.
Every
when
time
was
I do
really
it,
young.
makes me laugh.
It's the same with Limp Bizkit. We all listen to it. We don't.
Oh,
I have
we
never
I've
don't
listened
never
to
liked
Limp
Limp Bizkit.
Bizkit.
I have straight up only listened to like the intro to one Limp Bizkit song.
Rolling, rolling, rolling.
Like, all of my friends typically
What?
did, but I never liked Limp Bizkit.
It's fucking music makes no goddamn sense. I fucking he makes some of the
You
weirdest.
know what I
noises,
can get
bro.
behind? Da Vinci's Notebook.
You know what band is a
Sure.
legitimate enigma to me? I legitimately have never met anybody in my life who likes Seether, but like they still apparently get like multiple millions of dollars
Who's
from
Seifer?
releases.
Seether has some good songs, but I can't say I've like ever owned an album or anything.
But
It's like, who actually listens to Seether?
It's gonna be like in like, you know, have you ever watched Archer?
No.
Oh, well, when they
I said
start
yes,
being
I
like
have.
doing like drugs and stuff, and they're like a criminal cartel. One of the members becomes a super big time hit country star
Mhm.
accidentally, and there's just this small dictator in like this South American or Central American country that buys like album CDs for like all of his population.
That
So I
would
can
be
imagine
as a
it's something
dictator.
like that.
What you're describing is just me as a dictator.
It just sounds like countries in general. Accidental country star? I don't think I've ever met one who was intentional. Like, I've crafted the perfect blue jeans girl. This song will get me millions of hits. It's usually like they're singing some random thing.
Excuse me. I know of one. Country artist like that, and her name is Taylor Swift.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Does she qualify as country?
Does she?
Not really anymore. Not anymore.
Maybe her
I mean, there's
original
also
stuff.
Hannah Montana.
But I mean, like, they're all people who like didn't really get popular until they changed genres.
Out of country.
That's because nobody actually listens to country.
whoa,
They're drug cartels. We've established this now.
I listen to folk.
I forget what I was reading or watching, where it's like,
Yo,
I'm just waiting for
Crying.
the-
Have you heard of a band called Andrew Jackson Jihad?
I have not.
I recently
They are
started listening to
folk punk.
baby metal, and it's the best thing ever.
I've been listening to this group called Larry in His Flask, and it's been some amazing kind of like Americana punk rock.
No, I mean like this band is pure folk punk, as in
Yeah, I
like
wouldn't know how that goes.
okay, so it's like a punk 3-piece, right?
Yeah.
Except instead of like, or no, it's a 4-piece. But instead of having like an electric guitar, an electric bass, a drum set, and a singer, do you know what their musical composition is?
What?
An acoustic guitar,
Okay.
an acoustic double bass, a
Okay.
mandolin,
A
a dude
what?
with bushes, a mandolin,
A man. Wait. A
Perfect.
mandolin?
a
Yeah,
mandolin.
mandolin.
What the fuck is a mandolin? Is it? Oh my
Not-
god! It is what I thought it was. It's like the bastard child between a banjo and the acoustic guitar.
Yeah. And the weird thing is, some of their songs actually kind of are good.
And then what's the fourth piece?
Oh, it's just a guy on drum. He uses like brush, and he hardly ever plays.
Oh, God bless America.
It's actually just the mandolin player, but sometimes he plays drums.
So like Phil Collins.
Yeah.
Yeah, Phil Collins, well known for his mandolin playing.
Phil Collins, world-renowned mandolin player.
He keeps it sheathed for when the time is right.
Yeah.
When Genesis comes together again.
I can
Oh.
feel it. It's calling in the air tonight.
Ironically.
By the way,
the
that
best
reminds me of
Genesis
another
song.
song. Scott Bradley's Postmodern Jukebox made a version of In the Air Tonight, and it's fucking amazing.
Oh, that's cool.
It's amazing.
Oh yeah.
It's just like I never knew that song could be as vengeful as it could before I listened to that version of it.
They do all like the old timey jazz covers of things, right?
Yeah. This
Um,
one is kind of a lot more faster paced than their usual stuff.
Uh-huh. I have to listen to
I
this.
feel like I've listened.
Down in
But
Monday.
I also have to go to bed, so
Yeah.
Yes.
I was gonna ask if we could get like all of the end of session moves like concise, real quick from everybody, because they're all kind of
Yeah.
spread out over 20 minutes of babbling.
Well,
Eddie grows closer to the team of Bastion.
he's gonna move. Okay, wait. What can I move?
Everything. It's -2, -1, 2, 2, 3.
Danger down, savior up.
I'm perfectly fine with that.
Okay, good. Finally starting to put on the hero slippers. I'm gonna move Superior down and Mundane up because talked a bit more about like his like starting time in a bit. Referenced a little
I was a
bit
boy
about when he
one
was
day, 1 month ago.
When I was at the age of 7, I was born without a face.
Okay, I didn't mean the fucking the part about him like starting. I mean like when he first got his powers, like when he was really young. When he was talking about his
7.
dreams.
At the age of 7, Bastion was born without a face.
Yeah,
fortunate son.
but with a god hand.
Traveler grew closer. Team say Hornet because of gardens.
Sure.
God bless. The most purest thing I love about Traveler is her love for nature.
Bastion's doing his best to support it.
Eddie's gonna get like a fire arrow that's just a fucking like Molotov cocktail on the end of a shaft.
And Bastion's
It's
gonna
actually-
fucking punch your light out for you.
And he's just gonna like, accidentally kill a bunny with it and just crush all of Traveler's hopes and dreams.
You won't even see how you die. I'll do
To be
whatever.
fair, Eddie's drone literally has like the plague in a bottleized plague on it. So.
I mean, as long as you don't hit something in nature and hit the bad guy, I can look the other way.
I don't think Hornet had influence over me yet.
No, I don't have influence
Okay.
over anyone. Yeah. So, yeah.
And Hardy, you're last.
I already said I
Yeah,
go
we're
into my own image.
I couldn't hear everybody talking and everything, so I was just trying to.
Oh, okay. I shifted my superior up and my mundane down because my place is weird, but I'm still like a super geek.
Okay, that's cool.
Yep. Also, I'm a smash talker, so that's clearly superior.
The superior way of speaking.
Exactly.
Dare I say, the master race of linguistics.
All right.
Cool. All right. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks for
Hope you guys
jamming.
had fun.
Yep,
See you all
totally.
next week.
All right. Have a good night.
I'm gonna go sleep for 19 hours. Bye.